It's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back onto the field heads the Patriots offense, and always so much talk about who's under center and throwing the ball for the Patriots. What about their ground game this year?
It almost doesn't seem to matter who's out there because it rotates almost weekly about who's going to be the featured guy or the lead guy. LeGarrette Blount 1 week. Can James White get into that mix? Brandon Bolden has had his moments. I know DJ Foster is a change-up guy who can play running back and slot receiver. And they might very well get Dion Lewis back before this season is over. He's on the IR, but he's eligible to return after week 7.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
You can see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very
And they kicked the ball out of his hand.
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I don't think...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Clay Matthews with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Gronkowski now for the Pats field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. All right, partner, indulge me if you will here. Let's go back and look at preseason in totality. What are some of the storylines that you took away going into the regular season?
Well, so many of them. I'll try and keep this one short. New England, no Tom Brady, no panic. They're going to ride with Jimmy Garoppolo, and they expect to be good. The Jacksonville Jaguars are getting a whole lot of love in preseason. I've heard a lot of people say they're going to win the AFC South. How about the Tennessee Titans? DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. Are they truly thunder and thunder? We'll find out as we go forward with that one. But what about the big trade? We hate the injury to Teddy Bridgewater with the Minnesota Vikings, but they went and got Sam Bradford because they believe the Super Bowl is now, and he can take them to it. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Here's Rodgers. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
John, you about to lose.
You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Rodgers now on first down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
Okay.
They'll have 2 remaining
That's
as we
a
step
timeout
aside here in this second quarter.
Jordan, you suck. You suck.
This will be play number 7 on the drive.
It's about to be 6-2.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
6-2. 6-1.
Another pistol look here. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got
6-2. Blur. Blur.
Jared Cook from
Blur.
17 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in
You want me out my sleep
so
to challenge me?
And he usually comes through for them.
A man of business and composure.
Kick, taken right at the 20.
Boom.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
I'm giving you great yards,
the Patriot
great
offense now
position.
set to come back out onto the field.
You're not doing anything with
compiled
it.
a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Brady will try again on second down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. LaTroy Guion in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that's going to make it 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great
21-0.
Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Charles, switching gears for a moment, looking back at the past week, obviously the story that kind of stole the headlines was Bradford going to the Vikings with Bridgewater out. What did you think of that whole deal?
Well, the Vikings have a team that they feel is built to contend for a Super Bowl right now. And they don't want that window to close. And with Teddy Bridgewater's injury, they wanted an experienced guy who's won games in the league to take over their team right here, right now. So they went out and made the deal. A lot of people would say that they gave up too much, but when you're contending and thinking you can win a Super Bowl, that price may not be too high. And for the Eagles, Carson Wentz was their future anyway. They just decided the future was now.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Cook. And he's brought down after a good game. A nice gain at 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
One back is Lacey.
I think looking for 7 on 7.
Second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You got the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You have to get the ball back, Jordan. Me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They slot Gronkowski outright. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. And the best
I'm gonna
part
caught
about
that
that play
again.
for him,
That boy's so
I
raw.
don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
28-0. This man don't know how to quit.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
First down.
Well, the numbers have been good in the
First
passing
down.
game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
Touchdown, Packers! Ty Montgomery. His second.
Spank that boy. Go ahead and quit. Share button.